Asuka Kazama.
Asuka Kazama initially entered the Tekken 5 tournament to seek vengeance against Feng Wei for injuring her father. But that whole plotline sort of fizzled away, and now she just has some random rivalry with Lily. As befits the Aikido practitioner, Asuka is one of the strongest defensive characters in the game. Just approaching her is incredibly difficult, and even when you're in, attacking is always a risk thanks to her plethora of fast, evasive panic moves. Overall, Asuka excels at frustrating her opponent and then capitalizing on their mistakes for big damage. Asuka is very good at keeping opponents at her preferred distance with her ranged pokes. While they don't deal much damage, they're well suited to making the opponent lose their cool and do something reckless. Asuka can punish big whiffs easily and effectively with forward 2. This is a fast ranged launcher with 0 execution requirements. The number of forward 2-like punishes in the game has been steadily increasing with Noctis down forward 2 and buffed Marduk down forward 1 or Horong back 3. However, the down back cancel provides a unique safety net for Asuka, allowing her to react to a whiff, pull the trigger on forward 2, then recognize that the move is unlikely to allow a full forward 2 punish, and cancel into crouch. Do be careful not to get baited on finishing the move though, as on block this is very punishable. Once Asuka gets the opponent up in the air, it's going to hurt. This is further boosted when she has Rage, since her Rage drive into forward 1 allows her to get half life off of any launcher. Even after the combo, the opponent might still be in for a world of hurt thanks to Asuka's powerful Okizeme. She has big advantage after her wall enders, and is one of the few characters with legitimately dangerous key charge setups. Asuka can always make the opponent second guess their offense thanks to her incredible panic moves. She has a fast, damaging high crush, low crush, 10-frame interrupt, a magic 4, a highly evasive sidestep move, and even a counter which she can hold for much longer than other characters. Surprisingly, Asuka is also blessed with enviable safety on a lot of her moves. Her sidestep 2 is safe on block. Her highly evasive back 3 is difficult to punish properly for certain characters. Her low crushing can-cans are safe on block, and while you can duck the second hit, this is much easier said than done. She even has safe mid launchers in 1+2 and down forward 2. Further bolstering Asuka's ability to net big damage from minimal risk, she also has an incredible counter-hit game. Along with the previously mentioned 1-2-4, Magic 4, and can-cans, she also has several safe mid counter-hit launchers in back 4, which also has a highly delayable string after to further discourage retaliation, as well as up forward 3 and forward 3, which are a low crush and a homing move respectively. Asuka has almost unquestionably the worst jab in the entire game. It has very poor range, is the only jab to be negative on block, so she can't pressure with it either, and there are no guaranteed strings after, so she also has the worst jab punishment out of the entire roster. In conjunction with the above, Asuka is particularly weak at punishing tiny whiffs up close. This becomes very important at high level, where large errors are infrequent, and the ability to get decent damage and potentially a knockdown from small whiffs becomes key. Asuka's design also constrains her from using some of her other tools for whiff punishment. For example, her next fastest punisher, 2-3, is a bit impractical, as it can't be used immediately from any kind of movement. While Asuka's poke strings boast range, they lack damage. They're mostly used to set up whiffs and counter hits, which is where Asuka gets her real damage from. For these reasons, Asuka struggles against strong defensive players, who can slowly, patiently, and methodically chip her down while coming out on top in terms of damage differential. On top of this, her lows and throws are also quite weak, meaning she struggles to force players into ambiguous 50-50 situations. Asuka was already very powerful in Season 2, and if anything, she's now even better. Asuka has gained 2 new moves. Down back 1-2 is a screw starter that pushes her combo damage even higher. It can also be used by itself as a unique punisher against certain strings, and also goes under moves with high hitboxes. On the other hand, 2-1 down 1+2, which was an old bound move, isn't particularly useful, though it can be used to set up Okizeme at the expense of damage. Some powerful buffs to existing moves are that her forward 1+2, aside from being a safe on block power crush, is now also a wall bounce. This can make it a reasonably fun guaranteed punisher in certain situations. Also, her down back 2, another highly evasive mid launcher, is now slightly safer on block. Asuka didn't go without some nerfs though. Her down back 3 now has less pushback on block. A common tactic with Asuka before was to use this at max range and bait out attempted block punishes. This strategy is now much less effective. Her forward 3 also no longer knocks down on normal hit. It instead leads to a ballerina stun, which is a common change throughout Season 3. It's also, thankfully, lost its ability to slip under highs as well. Mid-low mix-ups are not Asuka's forte, and she's not going to win in a brawl. Instead, she's all about slowly, strategically making the opponent tilt. With her powerful conditioning and space control tools, Asuka has everything she needs to make the opponent overextend, and then punish heavily with either a solid counter hit or whiff punish. In this respect, her overall game plan is actually not too dissimilar from Steve's. If you find yourself at a life deficit with Asuka, try not to get too discouraged. She has powerful combos, dangerous mid-screen Okizeme setups, a top-tier wall game, and a devastating rage drive. These all contribute towards giving her some tremendous comeback potential. All Asuka needs is that one crucial opening. Thank you very much for watching. As ever, please see the description for a PDF of this video. And actually, due to popular request, there are now 2 versions of the PDF. One optimized for viewing on monitors as usual, and also a single page format to allow for easy printing. Hope you find them useful, and please remember to recycle. We'd like to express our enormous gratitude to our patrons. Thanks to their generosity, we were able to record and edit this video in 4K. Please consider supporting us if you'd like to see more videos of this quality. Stand by. Rolling up next is Bob Richards.